Calling all campers, please report to the flagpole for announcements and lost and found. This is your camp director. Calling all campers, please report to the flagpole for announcements and lost and found. Thank you. All right, campers. So glad you're here at camp today. How was yesterday, the day before? How was your morning at camp? Maybe you've gone and done your canoe ride. Maybe you haven't. Just keep in mind, Carl is down there waiting for you with your canoe so you can jump in for this delightful little trip on the lake. So when you're joining me, if you're joining me, whenever you're joining me, post in the comments that you're here. I love to see who's here. And we are going to go ahead and jump into our camp announcements. Today, we are on day 3. So this means that we only have 2 more days after this. So this afternoon, you have free time. We have an evening program. We also have a special event today, which is the unicorn ride, which will be available this afternoon. So get ready to go down to the Love Camp barn, pick out your unicorn and go for a ride. And this is specifically to overcome those obstacles to love. And you don't want to miss that. So look for that at camp. In this group, you'll find the link to that. And then tonight we go live at 7 p.m. for our evening Vespers with Larry. And that's always really fun to connect, sing the camp song, and come together. But today, right now, we got to do our security check. So reminder, we have a new security director, and this is just amping up this safety and security for you. And this is how you be with you. So what are you recognizing about yourself? What is it that you're aware of about yourself already this week that you can give yourself some credit for? And what is coming up? So when things come up, they're coming up to come out. And some of these things are pretty, there are things that we can facilitate with ourselves and give ourselves the kindness and the present with them. Use some of the tools that you've learned at camp, or if you've been part of Super Love for a while, you have a whole bunch of tools. And other things sometimes require a little extra attention. So I'm bringing that up because we're getting closer to the end of camp, and this is a time when you may want to consider joining us for VIP camp. And VIP camp gives you more time, more space, more, let's say, intimacy, because we're going to do 2 different love clinics coming up in the next couple weeks where we jump on Zoom and I facilitate some practices and some regenerating images and memory processes that will really get to some of the core issues. And it's personal for everyone. So whatever the thing is that may keep you from feeling like you can receive the love, or whatever the thing is, known or unknown. Sometimes these things are just sort of a sense of, I'm not really sure what this is, and yet what I'm seeing in my life is not what I want to have when it comes to love. So if you're noticing in your life, like, this isn't really what I want, I would like to have a person, I'd like to have that vulnerability and the intimacy and the partnership and the shared goals and all that comes with that you get to explore that. And this peels away some of the layers. I like to say that, really the only path to receiving your super love relationship is peeling away all those things that keep you from it. Sometimes we don't realize that it's hard to receive in relationships. Sometimes we have these beliefs or stories about how you find a person that aren't actually helpful. Sometimes we've bought into the lies and the fears that our, parents may have had or people around us have that aren't even true for us. So there's a lot of space to actually play and grow. And that's a really magical thing. So, all right. If you'd like to join us, click the link below, go to the camp resources. There is a link to sign up for VIP. And when you go there, you can see all of the additional things that includes. And, this week you get the benefit of the early bird special. So the early bird special gives you a huge discount, basically 50% off of what it will be next week. So take advantage of that while you're at camp. So let's dive into Lost and Found. First of all, we still continue to find piles and piles of underwear. Ladies, what is going on? I'll go through. Thankfully, we have the new process where we've had you put your initials on all your belongings so that we can make this a lot easier. Well, okay, so we have an M. We have an M. So I'm just going to go through these really quick. We have a G. Here's a G, velvet lace. Okay, Stripies, you may recognize these. Who recognizes these? We have a J. We have a J. Oh, these are sassy. Okay. Who is this? This is an L. This is an L. And I don't know if this is first name or last name. I don't know what you did, but and here we go with another C. We had a couple C's yesterday, and here is a S. Okay. All right. Claim these. You know what? Underwear. Everywhere. You know what I hear all the time from campers? Let's just talk about this while we're talking about underwear. Is that, people ask me all the time, well, where can I find a really quality person? And what I'm about to say is going to sound a little kinky, probably. But you know where you find it? You find it in your underwear. You find it in your underwear. And the underwear is that wear in you. So it's like underneath all of the stories, the fears, the projections that people have about, okay, this is what you have to do and this is how you have to look. You have to be skinny and you have to be sexy and you have to wear this and say this and wink like this. I mean, how many things have come into your word where you feel like, I'm totally not that. I know for me, I never felt those things. I never felt the things that people said or that I perceived was what a man wanted. And I'm saying man because that was my preference. But if you're here and you are looking to meet a woman, it's the same thing. Like there are these projections, expectations, these stories, the fairy tales we've heard, the TV shows we've watched, Brady Bunch, and who knows what around, demonstrating relationships that aren't necessarily your kind of relationship. Like what is it that you desire that's different than that? So when I say you can find your great person in your underwear, it's getting into that where within you that knows what's true. And so when we sing the Love Camp song, Love Camp, where we find our beauty, when we know we're worthy, that's when we attract. True love is always within us. That's in the underwear. That's where we actually do have a sense of the energy, the space, and the kind of quality of the kind of person that you would like. And there may not be an example of this in the external world. So if you're going out there and you're saying, okay, well, my best friend has this great relationship, I need to find a guy like that. Well, that's not helping you. I mean, you can say, yes, I would like to have that. Yes, I'm having that, like we did in the opening ceremony. Yes, I'm having that. You're asking, you have an awareness that you would like to have that kind of relationship, and reminding yourself that, your relationship is your relationship, and that, it's up to you to be in the presence with that. And that's why I love doing the super loved work and working with people over time, because it is a unraveling of the old and stepping into the you within you that knows exactly what is present. So I even saw a question in the group today about, oh, well, I'm really interested in this guy, but I'm older than this person, and he probably doesn't like older people because that's how men are, kind of energy about it. I know that's not exactly the words that were written, but it's like, okay, you don't have to like figure out what everybody else needs for you to have your own desire. So you just get to follow the energy of you. And everyone has their preferences. There are going to be plenty of people that you meet that you might actually be interested in, that you're just not their preference. You're just not their match. And that's okay. I want you to know that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. And that's also part of being in the underwear. The underwear is knowing that you have this relationship with you. You are the beloved for you, that you have your back. And that even if you don't see people who are just like you, or you haven't met your person yet, that this is the guiding force. This is going to be the part, you are the one that's going to be able to go, oh yes, that feels fun for me. Yes, I am open to receiving someone who may be different than anything I've ever seen before. I'm open to receiving the greatest possible love, even if it doesn't match what my friend has, or what my parents have, or what the Brady Bunch had, or what the Cinderella relationship is. That you are getting into the consciousness that is a space that almost doesn't even have any words to it often, because it's so different. And this is a very different way of being. And I don't want you to feel like, I don't get it. Just know that deep down there is a place that can hear this. And whether you get it today, or a year from now, or 3 months from now, whenever it is, there is a power in all of this. There is a method to the shenanigans of Love Camp that is beyond just some typical class. So I encourage you to keep coming back to the practices, and I definitely encourage you to join us in VIP. And if you already know that you would like to do some one-on-one coaching and get some facilitation personally, so that you can access this space that is sort of the engine, the secret sauce, the magic of consciously creating your love relationship, then message me and we can set up a time after camp to talk about what's possible for you. So how many of you let's do some lost and found. So how many of you have lost a little more of this? How many of you have lost a little more of this? Post in the comments. And how many of you have gained a little more of this? Hope Yes. How many of you are feeling more of this at camp? Anyone feeling more relaxation around relationship? How about this one? Who has found a little bit of this? I love this one. This is a fun one. Anticipation. How fun is it to anticipate your love relationship? Yeah, so begin to acknowledge what you are noticing. In today's canoe trip, we got to do a little of that. And in noticing the space in between, like right here and now, is a very powerful space. Your whole life actually is the space in between. We often think, oh, okay, well, when I have this or when I have that, or when this happens, when I lose 10 pounds, when I get the next job, or when I have a different home, then I will be. And I encourage you to just let all that go, because the only creation space is now. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the space. Here is where you get to be in love. So be in love now. So be in love now. Be in love now. Oh gosh, hold on just a second. Love Camp Worldwide Headquarters. This is Macy, the Love Camp director speaking. How may a director call? Oh, hey, Skybird. What? I know they were a little rowdy the last couple days. Yeah. And even worse? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, do you have some? Oh, you do. You have you have photos. Okay. All right. Well, we'll send those over. Okay. You faxed them? Oh, okay. Let me check. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. We're going to have to deal with some security stuff right now. Sorry. Okay. So, all right. Let me get the report and I will let them all know. Okay. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Why don't you just go? Can you go get a milk bone or something? Okay. Please, one or two, just go out for milk bones. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I will. Thank you. Okay. Bye. My gosh, our new security director is so hardcore. Skybird. Never closes his eyes. I really don't think he's ever closed his eyes. Anyway, so we've got some new security photos. And the report for today, which I was okay. Well, anyway, so interestingly, Smitten Kittens, you guys are still off the radar somehow. 0 infractions, 0 alerts. Unicorn lovers, ooh, you've gone up. You've gone up to extra super naughty. Lovely ladies, still holding in on the extra bad. You're just sort of a little feisty. There's some music alerts last night. Sounds like there was a dance party there last night after our taps. And gorgeous gals still holding at the triple super naughty. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll see if any of you, oh, wow. Okay. This is good. Oh, wow. Okay. So we still have some more violations on chips and crumbs. There's a lot of crunching happening. That looks like that was in the lovely ladies' cabin. So be aware. That is a breaking of the rules. Here's one. You guys, somebody mooned the security camera. Oh my gosh, what cabin was that? That was gorgeous gals. Who is this? Who's going to admit that? Oh my gosh, here's the grumpy fairy from the craft shop. Oh, she is so mean to me. Okay. Oh my goodness. Francine. This is her. Oh my God, she was outside. This is her probably running back to her cabin after skipping teaching jazzercise. All right, somebody else Googling into the security camera. That looks like somebody is maybe messing with the monitors. Okay, that makes me wonder. All right, well, anyway. All right, thanks for being here. I got to run. We got a lot more coming. Meet us down at the Unicorn Barn for our unicorn ride today. I can't wait for you to join us in this. It's going to be super fun. I am so grateful to have you at camp. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.